What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have Invincible. So Mark Grayson, from that cool new animated show on Netflix, I think. Yeah, it was awesome. I binged the whole thing, very good. Proper superhero. It was proper superhero show, it was great. Anyway, watch it if you haven't. So let's go. So we'll start with his eyes, right? So I'm on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. Center point of my page is approximately there. That's probably where his nose will be. So we just come up and we start with the right eye over here. His eyes are like egg shaped. So we've got so kind of a curved line that just comes around like so, right? So it goes like that at first, right? And this is like what you would say is the pointy part of the egg. So they're like goggles, right? So we've got comes around this way, like that, and then meets this other end right here, okay? Right, so kind of egg shaped, like that. So it's kind of like diagonal and kind of a bit pointy up here. Okay, so then we'll come over and do the other side, sort of same thing, just curve it up. So we'll make this come around. And then this is the fat end, the round end of the egg. And try our best to get that sort of egg shape. Not easy to draw an egg shape, but that's what we're kind of going for. And then in the middle, they join together with a line like so. And then we got a frown on both sides, sort of coming up like this. So then for his nose, so this comes down, bridge of his nose kind of flicks out here. And then so different to sort of anime noses that just put in nostrils, right? But you could start with the nostrils. So if we put it like a nostril here and a nostril here, right? If you wanted, you could leave it like that, if that's easier for you. But in this, it's got sort of the bottom of his nose here, right? So it comes around like so, like that. And then we've got nostrils that come around the sides. So more sort of a defined nose. More drawn in. And then his mouth, so you just do a sort of a flat line coming across. Like that. You can leave it like that if you wanted, but it's kind of turned down. He's kind of looking serious. It's just before, I won't say. I won't say. Well, I won't say when this image happens in the show. I nearly probably spoiled something. All right, so bottom lip line just there, and then his chin, just down here, right? Now proportions, so roughly eyes to nose, I'd say top of that goggle, about the same as nose to chin, right? So here to here, about the same as here to here, and then nose to bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip line to chin. Here to here, roughly here to here. So that's your rough proportions for the human face, okay? So the nose, halfway between top of his eye is chin, and then, or top of the goggle sort of thing, and then nose to chin, halfway is bottom lip, roughly. There to there. Just around here is probably halfway between the nose and the chin. So once you get approximately that, you just go up side of his face, like so. You're stopping just about mouth level and just under the edge of his goggles, see? So they line up and this lines up with the mouth, right? And that's where we change direction to go up the side of his face. And the side of his face goes right up to his hair, right? So goes like way up, right? Same on this side. Right? Like so. And then the mask on the inside of his face comes out from his eyes. Diagonal lines. Like, where's the other line? I would say here. Kind of like that. And then we'll go down to there. So then his ears kind of just beside the top of his goggles here, curves over. Comes down like so. Then the other ear, same sort of thing. Curves over, bring it down and around for the earlobe. And then we have bones and ligaments on the inside of his ear. So like the easiest way is the letter J, okay? But some people like more detail, so you can add more. Stuff like this. So again, just on the other side, you do a letter J. And then a few more bits and pieces like that. So then his hair, right? So like this white sort of part of his mask just like curves across top of his head. Okay, and you're wondering how high up to go. It's probably eyes to nose is about the same as eyes to top of his forehead, maybe. It's close, but maybe a little bit less, just because the goggles are so big. So we go maybe the center of his mask, yeah. So here to here, about the same as here to, just under his nose. Okay, just so we don't go too far. Don't make his forehead too big. But if you get it about there, you'd be doing okay. And then his hair comes out like so. Get some more sort of spiking out like this. And then we'll bring this down around like so. So it's kind of got this blowing in the wind sort of style because he's like up in the air. Like so. And then we might have some texture lines on the inside. Stuff like this. Kind of different, very different animation style to Japanese anime or DC or, well, it's close to DC. DC or Marvel. Like another hair spike there. And is there another line? This kind of goes this way or something. Okay. Neck. So his neck comes down like right close to his ears. So he's a young guy, but he's muscly enough, right? So we've got like neck muscles that are quite wide, right? So he's got this kind of cylinder shaped head and neck. And then we got like neck muscles here. There is no Adam's apple, but I like adding them. So just add one there. And then his trapezius comes out from here, right? So above his chin, like it's above the line for his chin, see? In between the chin and the jaw. So it's quite high up. And then shoulder, right? So the shoulder comes out, and how far out you go, it's kind of how wide you want to make them. But I would go at least a head width, right? See that? See, even to his ears. So you want to go at least that wide. And that's like where the shoulder starts to sort of turn down. But you can go wider. It depends on how muscly you want to make the character, you know? So that's his shoulder going down, his trapezius will stick off here. And you do the same thing on the other side, just kind of maybe a guide sort of here. Goes down like so, trapezius, like that, right? So then more anatomy on the inside here, right? So just for the shoulder line, it's done pretty simply. It goes like diagonal and then down like so, right? So this is like a rough and easy sort of way of drawing like shoulder muscles, right? And then your collarbones come out from the center of the neck over to the side of the shoulder, right? So I would say roughly go here, and then like we're aiming for like this area of his shoulder, so like that, right? You do pretty much the same thing on this side, so you go up, you're aiming for the collarbone. You can feel that ball, it's your AC joint, it's like roughly in the center of your shoulder here, so it's like about here, so you're aiming that way with the collarbone. Okay, the middle of his chest comes down here, and it might go like a little bit diagonal that way, and then the other chest muscles will be coming up here like so. And then, so like there's some lines for his costume, sort of, where would we say, like here, so like it goes down that way and actually joins those chest muscle lines like there. And then we could have like a bicep line, side of his body line, just there. And then blue lines and yellow lines, right? So there's like a hooped sort of line, the yellow, it's yellow up here, and this is going to curve around the bottom of his neck. Like so. Okay. And then another yellow section here. Like so, and then it goes sort of straight down, I think. Yeah, I think it does. So we'll go, I can't see the bottom of it, but I think it just goes like straight down like that. Okay, and if you can add like more anatomy or less, you know, it's kind of up to you, you know, how muscly you want to make them. I know in the comic books there's a lot more sort of delicately drawn sort of anatomy, you know, like neck muscle lines like this. You know, but it depends on what how muscly you want to make them look. But I'll leave it there. That is how to draw Mark Grayson, Invincible, from Invincible. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.